I know that low-income housing is a very serious problem in the valley, and it seems like the best thing for me to do. This is my 22nd year of working with Housing Partnership, and I haven't the faintest idea how many houses I've worked on. Over many houses.
Sort of like Juanita, probably 30, 40, 50 houses or something, or sometimes they're big multi-units, so how do you count them, you know?
We sponsored a house on Brewster Street, and I decided that when I retired that, you know, I wanted to do something like that. And I had told friends and fellow workers and so forth over the years, several different times, if you ever hear me whistling, it will be because I have a hammer or a saw in my hand. I enjoy doing that stuff. So in 2003, I retired early after we had sold the company, and took exactly 1 week off.
I guess I started about the same time that Paul did, probably close to 7 years ago. My first place was down in Neenah, working in public education and seeing, you know, a lot of the students, they came from some of the lower needs, or actually higher needs. They didn't have a lot. And so it was something that's kept me going, I guess, in the public, helping out somehow or another.
I certainly enjoy the camaraderie of the guys.
Found I really enjoy solving the world's problems at 10 o'clock coffee with the guys. And the guys and the gals. And it's been a sort of give back to the community. I've always wanted to volunteer.
The camaraderie is really good.
While I came with some skills, all that being carpet and ceramic tile and so forth, certainly I have learned some things that have been useful from the first year, and I continue to use it.
You new volunteers want to learn, and then do something else on other days when you aren't here. You help your kids because you learn some things.
I think it's a wonderful opportunity, and I really enjoy doing it. And I would like to encourage other people to do it too.
Martina and I had our first child a year after we got married, and then when our oldest son was 1 year old, we decided we were going to try to have another one, and Genevieve was born almost 2 years to the date after Sebastian was born, and we started saving for a house, and we had a full family. We had a boy and a girl, and things were good to go. And when Genevieve was 10 months old, God blessed us with another child, which was a surprise. And I got very sick. I had liver failure. I was in and out of the hospital, and we couldn't pay bills. My husband couldn't go to work.
It was a hard time, very hard time. So
we would have been kicked out. We were within a month of being on the street. Sorry, guys. Right away, Mom starts crying, right? At the time, there was a 2-year waiting list in order to get into housing through the government, subsidized housing. And the Housing Partnership told us they had an opening, and we interviewed, and within 2 weeks, we were moving into a home where we could afford to pay the rent. We have been able to apply for the Habitat for Humanity program. We have been accepted, and we are in the process of planning for a future home for our family, and we will be building in about 3 months from now. Housing Partnership has also been very helpful in talking with Habitat for Humanity, letting them know that we're good renters. We would probably be living in some sort of apartment where it wouldn't be real safe for our children because of the fact that we cannot afford to have the kind of housing we really want at this point, and Housing Partnership has made that possible for us.
We came to the Housing Partnership as a family that were originally in Harbor House, and that was because of a difficult living situation. with another family at the time. It was a smaller 2-bedroom house, and it was very small, which is tough with 2 growing kids, and we had to move out of there because an entire wall was squirting mold out of it. Our family moved out of the place with the moldy wall, I guess you could say, and in with another family, which seemed all right for the time, but there were a lot of financial problems, which when people don't have a lot of income, that tends to happen. But it led to, some kind of disturbing problems. Well, we've lived here 2.5 years now. And the housing partnership was so helpful in starting up the process. They let us pay the security deposit in portions until it was all paid off within the first year. I had a past due utility bill, which they let me pay off while I was part of the transitional housing program. There are some requirements as to goals and things like that, but they made that very easy to follow through with. The housing partnership just offered for us the ability to live in a place that is comfortable, is safe. We never have to worry about the neighbors and anything. Everyone around here is wonderful. So I just feel like we were really blessed when we were given this opportunity. The housing partnership has been so incredibly helpful in making our lives better and helping us to be better parts of the community, more productive. It's needed as much as any other type of service program, and even more so because it's difficult to get anything else done if you don't have a home base to work from. That they can change a life. They can change the lives of an entire family. And it's hard to make happiness. That doesn't really happen, but having a place that leads to your happiness is all the difference in the world.
It's coming from inside, and say thank you very much.